The Phantom Post, a Stuttgart cyber awareness story. Hopefully, this funding shutdown by now is a thing of the past, at least until January. In the meantime, as a team, we are all feeling the uncertainty of the times. I encourage everyone to ignore divisive messaging in the news and stick together, support one another, and stay on the positive track. If finances are a concern, then contact the Stuttgart Army Community Services, ACS, for guidance, and if needed, resources that offer zero-interest loans to get any experiencing hardships requiring such support. Before we start, I want to take a moment to reintroduce you to our new community messaging platform called the OPSEC Minute Extended. On Mondays, even during a funding shutdown, we hope to continue using this space, in both text and posted videos, to share both a little OPSEC, or Operation Security Wisdom, along with an occasional Marvel team-up bridge that ties into other regulatory security disciplines and policies that our leadership and the Department of Army embrace. As October is Cyber Awareness Month, our OPSEC Minute Secure Narratives will feature a cyber awareness flavor, along with a message to the Stuttgart Garrison's hardworking staff and workforce still on the job to ensure they complete their security training and Cyber Awareness Challenge 2026. For more on the latter training, Google Cyber Awareness Challenge 2026 and click the login with the CAC icon. As for the posted video, we realize reading a page of dialogue is not everyone's cup of tea. As an alternative, please feel free to check out the video of this and other OPSEC Minute stories on our YouTube Secure Narratives channel. Simply click the link and let it play in the background as you tackle your morning routine and backlog of email. All right, that quick moment came and went. Enjoy today's secure narrative. Prologue: The Whisper in the Wires, The Ghost in the Machine, and the Halloween Scare. October in Stuttgart was a season of contradictions. Gold light and long shadows, laughter and fog. The air carried the smell of wood smoke and damp leaves, the kind that made the old buildings look like they were holding secrets. Jasmine Chen, 22 and newly transplanted from California, loved this time of year. She worked as a religious education assistant at the Garrison Chapel, a role that let her mix compassion with structure. Both things she clung to after long days on post. But lately, something about the world felt off. It began with strange posts spreading through social media, photos of familiar faces, soldiers, spouses, even kids, edited to look haunted, like ghostly figures stood just behind them. The captions were stranger still. They're watching. Listen before you sleep. The gate isn't closed. At first, everyone laughed. Then the laughter stopped. The posts began revealing private details, names, units, addresses, information no outsider should have. When Jasmine showed the images to her co-workers, Chaplain Colonel David Kurlan and Sergeant First Class Anya Volkov, the mood in the office turned somber. "Someone's making a game out of fear," Jasmine said quietly. "Or trying to," Kurlan murmured, his usual humor replaced by concern. "A haunting without ghosts, just code and curiosity." Outside, the wind pressed against the chapel windows like something trying to get in. Act 1. The Shadows Online. The investigation began the next morning. Jasmine met with James J.B. Brooks, the Garrison's OPSEC officer, part analyst, part cynic, with the calm patience of someone who had seen too many digital fires spread too fast. Together, they dug into the source. The pattern of uploads was erratic but deliberate, a mix of AI-generated content and deep fakes with geotags designed to mislead. Whoever was behind it knew just enough to be dangerous. "They're testing reactions," JB said, eyes on the screen. "This isn't random. It's orchestrated. like an experiment in fear. Rumors bloomed across the garrison faster than the autumn fog. Soldiers whispered about cursed algorithms, haunted servers, and AI ghosts. The phrase, "the ghost in the machine," caught on, half joke, half warning. Act 2, The Prank That Went Too Far. By week's end, the truth crawled out from beneath the code. The culprits weren't hackers or spies, just a group of high school students bored and hungry for attention. They were the children of garrison personnel, clever enough to mix open-source AI tools with social media tricks. They'd wanted to launch a viral Halloween scare challenge, something that would go global like the old Ice Bucket or Tide Pod crazes. They called it Project Blair, a mashup of Blair Witch and AI glitch horror designed to blur the line between prank and panic. 17-year-old Ethan Miller, the ringleader, confessed with trembling hands when the investigators traced the posts to a gaming Discord. "It was supposed to be funny," he said. "We thought people would share it, freak out a little, and it'd go viral. Nobody was supposed to get hurt." Mr. Alonzo Edwards, the garrison security manager, didn't raise his voice. His silence was worse. "You wanted fame," he said at last, "but you played with fear, and fear has consequences." The students listened as the adults explained what they had unleashed: a digital contagion of panic, trust eroded, and security compromised. They had turned real people into props in a horror story. Act 3, The Haunting of the Community. The posts were deleted, but the fear didn't vanish. In the following days, strange things kept happening. Phones lighting up with ghostly notifications, motion sensors tripping in empty hallways, whispers of faces in the feed. Most of it was coincidence, a trick of nerves, but not all. The AI tools the teens had used had learned from the chaos, auto-generating new images based on engagement. The machine, fed on fear, kept creating. By the time the Directorate of Emergency Services and Counterintelligence shut it all down, hundreds of images had replicated themselves across servers worldwide. It was no longer a prank, it was folklore, born digital. Act 4, Reckoning and Repair. Ethan and his friends faced disciplinary action. No arrests, just consequences meant to teach, not destroy. Community service, cybersecurity training, long hours of listening to people they'd scared explain why it mattered. FMWR created new after-school programs. Workshops sprouted up about online ethics and digital empathy. And the chapel, once again, became a gathering place. Not for sermons, but for stories, reflection, and eventually, forgiveness. Curlin said it best. "We tell ghost stories to remind ourselves that we're still here, still human. But we owe it to each other to keep the ghosts in fiction, not in our feeds." Act 5, The Lesson in the Light. Jasmine helped turn the ordeal into a campaign. Think before you post, because even ghosts leave footprints. She spoke at schools and youth events, not as a victim, but as a witness. Her message was simple. Curiosity is good. Cruelty disguised as fun is not. The scariest things online, she told a room full of students, aren't ghosts or hackers. They're the lies we don't question and the truths we give away for free. Epilogue. The night before Halloween. That October ended quietly. The city lights shimmered off wet cobblestones. Inside the garrison chapel, pumpkins glowed, and paper bats hung from the rafters. Jasmine stood by the altar, checking her notes for the evening service. Her phone buzzed with a text from COL Curlin. "Budget deal reached, shutdown concluded. Miracles happen. Maybe I'll celebrate with another cup of tea. or an exorcism for my inbox. She smiled. Outside, laughter echoed, the sound of kids rehearsing for trunk or treat. She thought of the phrase that had haunted the community for weeks. "They're watching you." Then she whispered to herself, "Good. Let them see us learning." The candles flickered. Somewhere deep in the chapel's speakers, a soft electronic hum rose, the faint ghost of feedback. Jasmine looked up, unafraid. Even ghosts, she thought, can be redeemed by light. Thank you for sticking around as we continue testing the boundaries of an extended storyboard. Think of it as security training with a plot twist, and a fresh way to both educate our team and connect with our military community. Subscribe to our Secure Narratives YouTube channel. Hit us with a like and watch our new updates, which will be uploaded with or without a government funding shutdown in effect. Also, if you have other suggestions or ideas, or are interested in a personalized name drop, or your work center's inclusion to our tales, don't hold back. Send a quick note or use the interactive customer evaluation system to share your thoughts. We're all ears and ready to make things even better. So until next Monday's OPSEC Minute. Extended. Keep those comments coming and stay engaged.